Hey guys, what's cracking? Godsman here. Welcome to another stellar episode of Fight Night. Now, this Fight Night is a very anticipated one because it is between two of the most iconic ever designed decks in the history of the standard era of Vanguard. In the top corner, bearing the red gloves, is Nabs-kun with his tried and true Nirvana deck. How are we doing?
Woohoo! I'm feeling great. What about you, Josh? You just finished a Clair Obscure Expedition 33 stream, haven't you?
Yes, I went claw obscuring all over the place, and someone was chopping some onions at that ending, man. Now, down in the blue gloves, right, I can't cry because I'm playing the stoic edgelord himself, Yusipirke, one of my tried and true decks in all standard, because wouldn't you know it, Ketterman loves his Ketter decks. I have never been an exception in that. So, this is how it's gonna go. We've got new Nirvana cards here to show off. The brand new Ars Vairina, aka Scissors Vairina, aka holy crap, that is a preamble of a text Vairina, along with an almost equally as long texted new Trickstar, which is not on a lot of people bingo list, I would imagine. Only a couple of like really powerful new cards. They did give us some more, but those are the two big game changers. Wouldn't you agree, my co-host?
Yes, sir.
This is good, and of course Exist had already came out, and he has long since existed, so both of these decks have now been properly supported for the Divines era. And just like it happened way back when in set 13 with Full Blast and Straw Vairina, we once again have to reenact this clash of iconic decks. Now, let's go ahead and let's get it going. We didn't actually roll our dice, so I guess we gotta determine that first.
Yeah, I rolled a 10 already.
Oh, you rolled a 10? Oh, I just didn't roll. Oh, okay. Well, in which case, I'll choose to go first. All right, then. Are you ready?
Wise choice. Yes, sir. Stand up. My
Vanguard. Unsullied Zeus.
Surprise egg.
Yosh! Okay, I discard Bard of Brave Instrument, Corino. Now, right from the right deck, into Squire of Spear Streaks, Yuse. I gain the energy generator, then Corino no skill Hatsuo. Corino is going to look through the deck. I search for any Revolve form that I like and add it to my hand. And I choose to add Revolve form Zest to the hand and place into the soul, shuffling the deck. Han Studio.
Draw. Boku no turn. 手札からアルスベリーナを捨てる。ライドデッキからライド。ホームランのミコ。リーノ。I draw a card. Setting up the energy generator. Energy charging 3. Now, shall activate the skill of Ars Vairina in the drop. Using his past experience, he will draw forth any talisman from my deck by putting himself into the soul.
This is one of Ars Vairina's 5 lines of text. It allows the ability, as my co-host just said here, to put any talisman and discard it. For those of you Yu-Gi-Oh players, this is especially Foolish Burial. And it puts this in the soul, because, you know, nice bonus there. Good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Thank God they didn't do the whack of V-Series restriction of needing grade 3s in soul, eh, Nabs?
God. We suffered a lot today. Anyway. The talisman that I will be the talisman that I will be discarding is the big bad man himself, Straw Vairina.
Isn't it so great? You get to use straw this time. Isn't it so great? We actually have searching tools to make it happen, bro.
It's a miracle, bro. Now then, if untap would stop lacking, yes it has, I will swing 8,000 on your Vanguard.
Ooh, I'm not ready to take damage quite yet. I'll guard with Lavarch.
Drive check. No trigger. I end my turn.
Alright. Boku no Tan. Draw. Discard. Revolve form exists from my hands. Right from the right deck. Sorrowful Ardent Light, use it. Energy charge 3. So stay. Use no skill Hatsuo. I Soul Blast and Soul Eyes in order to look at the top 5 cards of the deck and call. Let's see what we get here from the top 5. Let's see here. I can reveal a card from among them, but my choices are limited because I can't choose a use brick, then I have to call something here. Otherwise, this gets wasted automatically. So let me see. These won't work, and this won't work either. Alright then. I'll have to take it on the chin then. I shuffle the deck and don't call anything. Now, calling Witch of Extinguishment Fedigosa. Fedigosa no skill. Sorry, Spear Streaks, you weren't very helpful to me there, so let's go ahead and dismiss you. Now then.
Why does it feel like your hand is like way less than it should be?
Because I'm using, bro. I'm using it up. Just you watch it. I'll get some more hand back. I just gotta take some my time with it. Next up, I call the Ace unit, Knight of Divine White Istit with Iskit skill. Look at the top 7 cards of the deck and call a card. Call Sargon. Shuffle the deck. Istit gets 5,000 power. And now, thanks to Istit's other skill, I'm going to give an effect immunity, and I'm going to give it to Istit themselves. Now, Sargon will get 5,000 power when it goes in for the boost because I have more rear guards than you. Battle phase. Witch of Extinguishment Fedigosa will begin.
Go.
Okay then. In which case, Istit is next. We'll go 15.
No guard, damage check. Front trigger.
I remain undeterred. With support from Sargon, Sorrowful Ardent Light Youth attacks for 23 on 18.
And I remain unmoved, no guard.
Drive trigger check. Oh, a fascinating unit. It's a no trigger.
Heal trigger, I do heal.
Ooh, nice. Sargon's secondary skill. He likes to play fetch, looking at the top 2 cards of the deck and adding 1 to the hand. But of course, I end my turn. Over to you.
I stand and draw. Next up, I will discard Spin Equipped Dragon, Buzzsaw Dragon, and right from the right deck, Snuggling Blaze Maiden, Reony. With the skill of Reony, searching my deck for a Trickstar. However,
here it comes.
Continuously while in my deck, this card will regard itself as the original Trickstar. I call Trickstar Suendi. Trickstar and Suendi is a dual unit card with 2 races, both Prairie Dragons and Talisman. It is regarded as a Trickstar, and when I would use it for X-overDress, I can treat it as 2 materials needed for that X-overDress.
Okay then.
Furthermore, Matoe, Trickstar! Vairina Arcs no yosoi ni overdress!
Oh, that's classic.
Draw 2? Perfect. Then, I will play a game of fetch as well. I call Arpul. Skill, Energy Blessing 3, checking the top 7 cards of my deck. For a Nirvana or a Talisman, Ars Vairina to the hand.
Ooh, back again. Back already, okay.
Boosted by Arpul, Reony will attack the Vanguard. Skill of Arpul, I'll give 5k to Vairina Arcs.
No guard.
Drive trigger check. No trigger.
Damage check. It's a heal trigger. Now, I can't heal, but the power will come in handy. It goes to Sorrowful Ardent Light.
Next up, I'll swing 20k to the Vanguard.
I think not. I'm gonna have Witch of Extinguishment Fedigosa intercept that attempt.
I end my turn.
Boku no Tan. Dando ando. Draw. Alright then. It's time for the sky to fall. Now, I discard one card from my hands. Energy Charge 3. Dark Knight destined to struck the heavens. Arise once more. Jusipirki Skyfora Amseri Bildoni. Draido! Sorrowful Ardent Light's skill activates. Energy Blasting in order to return Witch of Extinguishment Fergosa to the hand. Then, I call that same Fergosa, activating skill. Fergosa will be soul blasting out Sorrowful Ardent Light. He too will become a martyr for the cause. I search the deck. Revolve Form Tempests. And now, they're all right where they need to be. Next up, from my hand, I call Sergown. Then, 2 versus 3. I have just enough. All right then. Let's begin battle. Sergown boost. Jusibirki Skyforum's rebuilding attack. 26 on your Vanguard with the Twin Drive.
26 on the Vanguard?
Yes, sir. Will you guard this attack?
26, 36, 46. While it is an original dress, Trickstar and Suendi can call itself as a guardian, getting 5,000 shield. Furthermore, Arcs will intercept. Then, so that's currently 20k, 25k. I guard to the pass.
Oh, wow. I did not expect that. I didn't even think about that implication that you can then intercept with the unit that he jumped ship from. That's pretty sick. Nevertheless, checks a 1. Critical trigger. No. I don't think it's time yet. All effects go to Fergosa. Niteme. No trigger. Oh.
Zero.
How about that? A little bit of an Easter egg considering the character you voiced in the Skyride manga. Sergown's skill. Once again, play fetch. Oh. Alright then. Now. Ochiro. Tokamate mo. Revolve dressi. Jusipirki revolve forme. Blasto. Rebuild no skill Hatso. I discard one card from the hand in order to make Full Blast Strike becomes 1. Then, Full Blast no skill. I'm going to return Arpul to the bottom of your deck. Full Blast gains a critical. His drive is now 2. And, because I have all 3 Revolve forms assembled in the soul, I gain 15,000 power to my front row. You've seen this before, Nabs. This is the kind of power that I presented the last time these two avatars of ours clashed. But you've become much stronger than then. Let's see you withstand this. Food Blasto. Kogeki. 28. 2 criticals, 2 drives.
Stronger, you say? Then I'll just have to take this hat on. No guard!
The Twin Drive. Check 1. No trigger. How about the second check? No trigger.
Twin damage check. The first.
Ooh.
Draw trigger. 10k to my Vanguard and I draw. Then, the second check. Over trigger!
The over trigger? Oh no! Okay, I did not expect that. Very well then. I asked you to show resolve, but that was plenty. Unfortunately, Fergosa can't hit. And yet, considering the Twin Drive didn't yield 2 triggers, I didn't make a misplay there at all. In which case, the end of the turn arrives. Full Blast binds itself. And in exchange, Yusuni. Raido. Tan Shuryo.
I stand. And I draw. Oh, hello. Now then. I discard a card from my hand. Mirrors Vairina. Then, I ride. Wings of passion, shaped by fate. Be reborn by my blazing will. I ride. Chakrabarti, Phoenix Dragon. Nirvana Java! Reuse skill. Checking top 7 cards on my deck for a Prey Dragon. And I got it. Trickstar Suendi.
Right. It counts as both types, so that increases the search radius even more than we would have initially thought.
Next up. Activating Nirvana skill. I will discard Argneas to call back Trickstar Suendi, as well as actually, there's a much better play I can do here. Instead of discarding Argneas, I will discard Trickstar Suendi and call Trickstar Suendi as well as Trickstar Suendi.
Take a shot every time you say that. This is actually true, by the way. Calls a Trickstar and a Prayer Dragon. This is both, therefore they call both. We're seeing double on the field here, chat. Wait, why do I say chat? This is not a live stream. I'm so... You're right. I did just get done playing Expedition 33. You're right.
Alright.
Okay.
Next up, I will Soul Blast Ars Vairina, allowing me to call Spin Equipped Dragon from the from the drop. Bloop. Oh wait, actually, no, that's correct. I call Argneas, skill of Argneas, Energy Blast 3, allowing me to grab mirrors from the drop.
Right.
And then, Matoe, Trickstar! Straverina Yosoi ni, Overdress!
And to those of you out there who may be wondering, this is possible because of Trickstar Suendi's other skill. They can be regarded as a total of 2 beings, a Trickstar and a Prayer Dragon, when you cross over dress, which means with Trickstar and Suendi alone, along with Buzz, you're able to achieve the Trickstar and 2 or more Prayer Dragon condition.
But that only applies when you would cross over dress. It does not, however, count for Straverina needing 5 or more materials. So
Exactly.
if you want to do that, you have to overdress your full board.
Good on you, Bushy, for not making that easier.
Alright. And then finally, Matoe, Trickstar! Miras Verina Yosoi ni, Overdress!
Oh, I see. It's not time for Ars Vairina. I suppose that makes sense with so few cards in the drop zone.
Skill. I will add Ars and Arcs to mirrors.
A lot of tongue twisters today.
Straverina's continuous effect. He will get 10k and she will get 10k in a drive. Next up, I call Arpul. Skill, I will Energy Blast 3. Checking the top 7. For a Talisman or a Nirvana, I will grab Arcs. I will grab a Nirvana. Lord Chen. Anyway. Boost. Star will swing. With the effect of Arpul upon boosting, I will give 5k to Mirror's Vairina. This is swinging at you for 36 on the van.
36. Alright. I grab a Toll Pass. Using the skill of Toll Pass, I'm going to place a total of 2 cards from the drop zone that were from my ride deck back into the ride deck face up. So I choose Unsullied Ice use and Spear Streaks use. By doing that, an extra 20,000 power to the shield, or rather, it gets an extra 15 shield to become 20k shield. But I need our 5k, so let's go ahead and get a 5k intercept from Vergosa as well, blocking the attack.
Gotcha. Alright, next up, Mirrors will swing. For 25 plus 8k. So this is 33 on the van. I will discard a Vairina to countercharge 1. This is 33 on the van.
No guard. Alright, critical trigger, all effects go to my Vanguards.
Alright. So now it's a bit even. Swing at Java, counter plus 1. I will restand Star Vairina. With the effect of Star Vairina, I counter plus 1 to restand all Talisman and Prey Dragons on the board. This is 23 on the van with triple drive.
Lavarch will make that a 2 to pass. You've seen a lot of triggers so far in this game, so I'm willing to bet that you won't be able to see very big things in this drive check. But let's see it. Bring it on.
Draw trigger. It's a 2 to pass, you said?
It's a 2 to pass.
I will draw a card, giving 10,000 power to my Vanguard.
Alright, you're chancing it. Let's see it.
Second check.
And now the third check.
Oh, there it is. Wait, no, that's not it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, my Vanguard. Lol. It's funny. Now the third check.
Come on, baby. Yes! Okay. Nice. One big on that.
Damn it. I swing. 28 on the van.
I don't guard the attack. A heal trigger. Perfect. Recovering 1 damage. Power to Yusubirki.
Not done yet. Swing. 33 on the van. I will drop something to draw a card.
Hold right there. Starry Sky Knight 0 is going to guard the attack. I had a second one.
And I will end my turn. Alright.
Okay. 2 to 2. Even though the hand difference may be big, I gotta say, we're holding pretty even here. But the battlefield is where Youthberg really shines. Stand it. Whoa.
Persona?
No, I already had that. That completely changes what I'm going to do. Alright then. Now, Dark Knight destined to struck the heavens. It's time to intensify your assault. Persona Dragon. Holy crap. You know, Nabs, I gotta say it. This is the definitive fight between us. Youthberg doesn't want to lose this battle. I can feel it. Now, from my hand, I call another Witch of Extinguishment, Vergosa. Exactly what I need here. Vergosa is going to Soul Blast out Tempest, only to then replace Tempest back into the Soul. Then, I Soul Blast a non-revolt form in order to draw cards. I'll Soul Blast the rebuild that was just wrote upon. Draw cards. Okay, then.
Would you believe me if I tell you I'm really low on shield?
That's terrifying if so. And also terrifying because I am going to be demanding some shield on this turn. Okay. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and play Shroud in Darkness. Shroud in Darkness is going to revive 2 cards from my drop zone, whose sum total grades does not exceed my Vanguard. So, what I'm going to call back is going to be Starry Sky Knight 0 as well as Sergown from the drop zone. Let's call him here. Alright then. Now then, when Starry Sky Knight is placed, as long as I don't have another Starry Sky Knight, I can CB1 in order to draw a card. Draw to draw. It only intensifies my resolve. This is exactly what I need to see. Okay. Now then. This is my board formation. I have everything set up right where they need to be. Now, let's see if you can withstand this, Nabs. Use. They attack you. 23 on the Vanguard with a twin drive.
I don't guard!
The twin drive then. The first check. Frontal trigger. All my front row units gain 10,000 power. However, because Uspurk won't be here for very long in present form, I won't give it to him. Second check. I see. That's nostalgic. Drive checking a grade 3 in an opportune moment. How about that? 1 damage.
Damage check. Critical trigger, part of my Vanguard.
Not bad, but also not good enough. Now, Ochiro, Tokamate no Revolve Dress. Yusiberke Revolve Form Food Blaster. That's right, Nabs. I top deck this a second time. Now, activating the skill of my Vanguard who was rode upon, I discard from my hand Existo. Full blast. Strive becomes 1. Now, Food Blast no skill. Full blast will counterblast 1. He gains a critical. His drive is becoming 2, and I can choose one of your rear guards to place on the bottom of the deck. Now, unfortunately, there's a skill here that's going to interfere with this, but it matters not because I'm still going to have to do it. I'm going to reduce Vairina to nothing. Horobio.
ちょっと待ったこの瞬間トリクスターセンディのスキル発動 Although Vairina will be sent to the deck no matter what, his original addresses goes to the drop zone.
Yet another of the powerful effects of the new Trickstar. What an upgrade. But there's one more clause. I'm sure you haven't forgotten. Because I possess all 3 of his past versions in a unified form, I get 15,000 power to the front row. Now, Yusibirka Revolve Form Food Blaster will be attacking with even greater power than last time. Here he comes. 38,000, 2 criticals, and 2 drives. What do you do?
Vanguard!
Alright. Now then. Twin drive. Checks the 1. What do we get? Make it good. Seems like it's a little delayed here. Okay. I've clicked it. Now we just need to wait. Checks the 1. No trigger. Is it going to do a second check? It is. Okay. Bit delayed. Aha! Critical trigger. All right then. I'm going to grant all effects to Starry Sky Knight Zero. Now then, Fergosa gained 5,000 power when I performed the Revolve Dress action, meaning Fergosa now comes in for 50,000 power on your Vanguards.
Oh, wait, hold on. My screen didn't move. I need to reload, I guess.
All good. The intensity of the battle is made untapped falter beneath the weight of the aura.
So how much is that?
This is 50,000 power. You're gonna need 30 shield to guard this attack effectively.
Yeah, it's not resting for some. There it is. All right, so. Naraba koi! Trickstar Suendiのスキル発動ガーディアンサークルをクロしてシールドプラス5000さらにミダスバリーナをインターセプト And then I need 30k, correct?
Yep, so just another 15 will do it.
フレアベルドラゴンとキンディをスペリオコール Not スペリオコール、but コール
Oh crap, you actually don't have a lot of shield, do you? However, you've fallen for my trap. That's a nice tactic. So much so that when you caught me off guard with it the first time, I took note of it. After all, look at the number of rear guards in our field. Now that Mirror's Vairina has left the field, Sergown can unleash his fury. Now, with support, Starry Sky Knight Zero will attack. Saragon gets 5,000 power on this boost. Furthermore, when Starry Sky Knight Zero attacks a grade 3 or greater unit, he gets 5,000 power until end of the battle. But because I have 4 more units exactly, I'll be able to get an extra 10,000 power instead. Now, this is a fun number to calculate. We've got a total of 83,000 power with an extra critical going at Nirvana Java.
And I take that number head on. First, no trigger. Second check. No trigger. 5 damage. And I'm good.
You bet. Now, Saragon, what do you fetch from me this time, boy? Alright then. 1 to the hand, the other to the bottom of the deck. At the end of the turn, Full Blast Bindo. Skyforums the Rebuildni, Draido. And I'll have to make an admission to you, my friend. I only played 2 Full Blasts. So that power is now locked out for me for the rest of the game. Over to you.
Yes, acting like Exist doesn't give 20k to the front row.
Oh, we'll get there. At least if I play this turnout correctly, we'll get there. But show me what you got.
Teresora Raido!
Alright.
Tennin Horyu! Nirvana Java!
I'm glad you survived that. I knew you would. You're more powerful than you were last time. But moreover than that, there's still one Vairina that hasn't hit the field that absolutely needs to hit the field for this demonstration.
And I couldn't agree more. Next up, I will...
I know, right? Like, do some jingle for the anime or something. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, we're still... I'm checking the recording. I'm like, yes, okay, we're still recording. We cannot lose this footage. This is such a good, candid fight. We're having so much fun.
Ars Vairina を捨てることで、ドロップゾーンからトリクスタースウェンディと Say it with me! トリクスタースウェンディを捨てるよ、ゴール!
Ooh, calling both
And as a
of
result, Ryu will call herself.
You just called Cindi Ryu. That's cute.
Oh fuck. Crap apple.
It's okay.
Crap
It's
apple.
okay. It's been long since past the minute, my friend. It's fine.
And then, Ars Vairina skill. I will put into soul, searching my deck for a talisman. This is not mandatory anyway, but this is mandatory. That is the kind of the one flaw of Ars, is, on top of the large skill text, is that you cannot choose to not do it. They're putting it to soul part.
Right. Which means that if you need to discard it, it's stuck there, which means you need a Soul Blaster. And you're looking really, really healthy on Soul, my friend. This deck may need a little bit more Soul Blast.
Yeah. Now then. I'm gonna move it to Bind Zone for convenience.
Although who am I to talk, right? I've got 3 Youth Perks in my soul as well.
I mean, it's not like you're gonna soul blast those.
Well, I mean, I might as well. Full Blast is, as I said before, that power is no longer in my future. I'll need to rely on Youth Perks News power from here on out, so they're fodder.
Alright, I'll put Cindi into my soul.
Alright.
So that I may grab straw from the drop. Alright. Now then. I soul blast 1. Ars Vairina. To grab Spin Buzzsaw equip and call it. What the hell?
I just imagine, you ever watch the anime where it's Ignition Dragon, he has the chainsaw, and every time Ignition Dragon attacks, you just hear vroom, vroom.
Alright. Matoe! Trickstar! Ars Vairina を装いにクロスオーバードレス
Here we go.
Ding. This is the future possibility. Unlock with the power of me and my partner. Now then, with the skill, of Argneas. I will Soul Blast 1, countercharging 1. Next up, sorry, I'm stuttering a lot, but next up, Arts Vairina skill, putting all of its original dress under it. 1, 2, 3. Putting all the cards in the drop zone as original dresses under Arts Vairina. However, they cannot activate, thank God.
They cannot activate their auto skills, which for those of you who watched the reaction, this is why Pommeldock was really important in that fight, because it is the only continuous skill that you had access to.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, now we can group it. So that's 12 cards. So it's 14 cards.
14 cards total. Man, that is just excessive.
I call Graillumirror.
Okay.
Next up, Matoy. Trickstar! Ooh, this is actually a good question because I don't know which one I would do here first. Okay, I'll do like this. Do I want to kill or do I want to set up? I think I want to set up. X-overDress in 2? Or I can just do... Yeah, I'll just do both. Vairina.
Oh, okay. Sacrificing a booster there, but it gets you a little bit more benefits from the original dress. Gotcha.
Nah, I'm tripping. I'm actually tripping. Hold on. No. This is fine. This is perfectly fine. Sorry, everyone. Scuff.
It's all right. You're doing fine, my friend. Just play as you will.
15. I will Soul Blast 1. Checking the top 7 cards of my deck. For a Vairina Balila. I will grab Arcs, put it into my hand. Then I call Arpul. Here.
Okay.
Skill, Energy Blast 3. Check the top 7 cards of my deck. Grab Vairina. Shuffle.
And there's one thing that this deck is really good at. It's deck filtering, it looks like.
Call Graillumirror. Alright, now we're back in.
Okay. Look at that board. Alright. Boy.
This will be 30, 38, 46 on your Vanguard, and I will give 5k.
Let's see, 5k over there. Oh, I see. Damage check. The overtrigger. Well, that changes things then. Removing this card, I draw. 1 million power goes to Yusibirke.
Oh, damn. Okay.
That changes things. Holy crap,
well,
okay.
If that's the case, then I will swing at Fregosa.
No guards.
For a lot.
For a lot.
And next, I will swing at 0.
No guard.
Man, it's such a shame because I know there's going to be a double trigger coming here.
Let's see, check 1, check 2. Oh, that is such a shame. Yeah. But
Give me a
you know
heal.
what?
Give me a heal. Yeah, there you go.
You gotta.
Cooked.
But there is one piece of good news for you. There is a high likelihood that I cannot revolt dress.
Aha.
Stand and draw.
Alright, I'll pass my turn.
Let's see here. Persona Ride. Draw again. Okay. In which case, there's only one thing I can do from here. I play the Order. The Nebula Knight's Path from the Starry Sea. By the way, ignore this extra copy of Rebuild in the hand. The untap is generating that for some reason. I'm gonna use its primary skill, which binds it, and then I perform the ability to look at the top 7 cards of the deck and call something, as provided that it is not of a greater grade than my Vanguard, as is tradition. If I can find Carino here, I can Revolve Dress, but I need to find Carino here. It was the 7th card. Okay. Carino. Cody. We'll call her to the front row. That's not all. Because Carino's skill now activates. Carino's going to look the deck or drop for a Revolve form. In this case, I'm going to add from the drop. Existo. And then in exchange, I take any card from my hand and I've got to put it into the soul. So we'll just go ahead and put in Auricula here instead. In which case, I call another Carino. And that is literally it. That is all I can provide to you for offense for this turn, my friends. So you may be able to survive this, but let's see it.
Would you be tripped out if I said it might be enough?
Let's find out. I'm going to attack with Yusibirki Skypo to Rebuildo for 23 on the Vanguard with the Twin Drive.
Let's see. What did you grab off of Carino?
I grabbed the Revolve form exists.
Gotcha. Huh. Okay. Wait, exists the Restander?
Yes, exists the Restander, and I'm not attacking with the rear guard yet.
What is happening? I'll guard that.
Alright, guarding with 20k, and then...
No, that's a... It's not a 2 pass. This is a 2 pass.
Alright. Twin Drive check. Checks a 1. No trigger. Checks a 2. No trigger. Alright. Now then. Ochiro. Dokumatemo. Revolve Dress. Yusibirki Revolve Form. Existo. Now. I discard 1 card from my hand. Exist Drive becomes 1. Exist no skill. Energy Blast 3. And I'm going to grant an extra 20,000 power to my front row because I have a Revolve form in the binds. Now, Exist is going to attack for 43,000 with 1 drive on your Vanguards.
I will... Oh, come on. Okay. Bruh. I'll discard Straw to Elementaria.
Alright then. Drive check. Front trigger. Power goes to the front row. That's 40,000 power to the front row for both Carinos being 48,000. Okay then. Now, Carino, attack you. This will be for 48 on your Vanguards. Can you guard this?
Let's see.
I've got a total of 2 Trickstar Suendi in there, and then do you have any other in the drop zone? Not in the drop zone, in the bigger overdress. No, okay. So, 2 Trickstar Suendi.
48. I needed a trigger here, so I'm gonna take a damage. And GG.
GG's. Unfortunately, the Scourge of the OT once again interrupting an otherwise good fight. But what can you do, right? That was certainly a worthy battle up until that moment there. I didn't want to push this like this because with that OT having cucked everything out, I decided in my heart, let me see if I can't like at least try to give something of a chance here just to see what would happen next turn. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, Nebs, I think that with this fight, I would have had to given up a lot to survive that turn. But I think I could have done it, just barely, but I could have done it. But
Yeah.
it's a future that we won't get to see, unfortunately. Still, Java performed very well. A very consistent deck. So much ability to pull from the deck. You didn't even get a chance to use one of the most popular tools of the arsenal, which is Aparajea, unfortunately. But Aparajea can pull the deck even more. So we're talking about a deck that searches pieces, that searches pieces, that searches pieces, that searches finishers.
Yep, Aparajea, instead of being a crutch, right now it is now a circumstance fixer. It's not necessary to use Aparajea unless you brick, but because the deck is now so consistent that you will barely brick. If you do, Aparajea will fix that.
Right, makes sense. And honestly, I get why, right? Because you're just so consistent. You have so much value now that by this point, Aparajea is oddly just kind of more the same by comparison. So it just makes sense. He's good for the deck. I mean, when him becoming an original just to draw a card and give effect immunity, that effect immunity, especially these days, that's really good. So shoot, dude, it's nice. Although having said that though, overall, what do you think about like the deck? Do you think that like the upgrades that it got is enough to like keep it competitive with like maybe not like super tier 1 beats Boff Saga to a pulp status, but is it at least in line with the level of power divines now?
It's low to mid tier 1, I would say.
Fair enough.
But only if the pilot is really good. It's like now the OT on that turn. Now I'm sure you said that. I'm sure you're confident in your skills, but I think without that OT, I would have built. You would have survived that turn, but I would have built enough momentum to basically recover every turn and actually beat you until you have 0, and then beat you down until you have 0 cards in your hand.
Right.
Basically.
The big thing here is that even with like a very simplified game state, right, I was able to like do something with this turn at least, which was nice. And that's the idea, is whether or not you could survive, because our offenses are both very explosive, but the back end is that neither of our defenses are particularly strong. So it's really a matter of who can land the decisive blow first. And we were really playing a good game of cat and mouse. I think in terms of like the raw explosive power, Youthberg could be said to be a bit faster in its overall aggression. But Java has the more steady and stable formation between the two, right? It's not as prone to field removal cucking it. It also has like a really strong board restand that could even surpass, like numerically speaking, what you bring to the table with Exist eventually. And of course, there's a lot of like deck digging. So your 3 drives are more likely to hit the triggers, I think, compared to Youth. But Youth has so much immediate explosion, right? And even in like a low floor scenario, Exist is still Exist, right? Like I have 2 effing Carinos here, and this is 40,000 power to the front row. That's ridiculous, right? So it's so much of it is centered on one card versus a very combo-oriented deck like Java. So I think these decks really do complement each other. They're not like complete opposites. They're both very aggression like oriented, but the way in which they like achieve that aggression and how that aggression manifests itself is very different. It's kind of cool.
When the Dragon Empire deck is more Keter than the Keter deck.
yeah, the Keter deck is more Dragon Empire than the Dragon Empire deck. Yeah, no kidding, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Going into this fight, I knew that with the Youthberg, right? Modern day Youthberg is not that interesting. And I'm not gonna like go on a soapbox, right, about it very much, because this is the Nirvana fight. But I did want to briefly bring up why I brought this deck, which is I wanted to do do it as a tribute to our previous fight, right? And bring Full Blast to the picture. And on top of that, Youthbrick is honestly not really that interesting on its own. So I thought by at least having like this variety, you can spice it up. Now you might be like, oh, if you don't achieve Full Blast, it's ass. But one thing to note is that one of the only good properties of Skyfall Arms Rebuild is that it can revolt just for the drop zone, which means that if at any point you Soul Blast any of these revolt forms, you can use them. So in secret here, I've got 3 other revolt forms stockpiled in there, like at some point. It's kind of cool. It's kind of rad that way. Now there's not a lot of good Soul Blast options here, but you know, then again, you and I both kind of like suffered that problem a little bit. We were just kind of like having a lot of soul for no real reason here. So that's kind of fair there. Any other comments about this fight overall, Nebs?
I cannot wait for new Nirvana that treats itself as Nirvana so I can play Erger.
You know what? It should also be a prayer dragon and count itself as Trickstar, right?
Nah, just OG Nirvana and Nirvana Jiva, and I can use Erger and use the soul.
Continuous. This card is also regarded as Chakrabarti Dragon Nirvana, Trickstar, and is also regarded as a prayer dragon. When you would overdress with this, it counts as 2 prayer dragons.
When you would overdress with this Nirvana, you persona right.
if this card is original dress for a cross overdress unit, that unit is also regarded as being an overdress. Holy crap, dude. That is going to be the way of the future, by the way, to like give continuous skills of original dress to like their outer dress. That has got to be the way of the future if they want to ever expand on this. But I mean, for that alone, you got so many waves of support that you could give to this kind of formula. This blueprint is really strong. Java has always been a pretty nice like facilitator Vanguard because it didn't need to do too much. You know, everything else is the things that are like doing stuff. I mean, again, look at Trickstar and Suendi's text box and Ars Vairina's text box. This is how Java is designed. So it's really it's a nice formula. It seemed like they did a pretty good job here all around. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this fight night. So if you guys did like this fight, then definitely let us know down in the comment section below. And what are your thoughts on the new Java cards? I think they're really good. Nabs does, of course, as well, right? And it seems like they do elevate Java to a really nice level of power where it could potentially compete. But even if it is not like the undisputed king or whatever, it is definitely going to be an enjoyable experience that can hold its own against the rest of the card pool. So we can say this is a resounding double thumbs up for these cards. And if you guys are looking for other Vanguard content, definitely look at my channel here and check it out. We've got all sorts of Vanguard content, top 10 videos, discussion videos, more fight nights like these, custom card reviews, which is ongoing right now. Heck, another thing that's ongoing is an anime reaction. We're heading into some of the more climactic fights of Season 4 Divines, and if you want to be a part of that, definitely tune in for my weekly anime reactions, although there's not one this week because it's on hiatus, so go figure there. Anyway, with all that said, take care, and God bless y'all.
See you next time!